Hello everyone, it's Charlton. Please subscribe to my channel, tap the notification bell, and like this video. That helps me to keep making videos, and I would appreciate it majorly. So, moments ago, the shooting suspect in the Virginia Beach shooting at the municipal building, the operations building that's alongside City Hall, as I understand it. It's the Public Works building. There's other departments that work out of that building. I don't know how many floors it was, and supposedly he went on every floor. I'm guessing 4, but I don't know that. But he went on multiple floors shooting indiscriminately. At least that's some of the witness accounts I saw. But he has been identified literally within minutes. The Wall Street Journal has identified him, and Heavy.com is where I saw it over at Twitter, like in the last 27 seconds. I was just watching an interview of the mayor, of Virginia Beach, and he wouldn't release the identity of it. And I was getting just suspicious as to why they weren't releasing the identity of the shooting suspect. They were saying that they hadn't notified next of kin of the shooting suspect. I wasn't familiar with that. I understand that with victims, but with the shooting suspect, I didn't think that they waited for that. But that's what they were doing, and but it doesn't matter. It's already out, and it's been confirmed by a couple sources. Again, his name, I didn't even give you his name. Sorry, his name is DeWayne Craddock. That's the only picture I've seen of him so far. I very quickly looked up the individual on Facebook, but didn't find anything yet. I don't know where that photograph's coming from. And again, I believe he's named in this Wall Street Journal article from 9:59 p.m. It's literally from 20 minutes ago. A longtime city employee who had been terminated entered a municipal building in Virginia Beach Friday afternoon to exact revenge, law enforcement officials said. He shot indiscriminately, killing at least 12 and injuring at least 4 others. DeWayne Craddock, 40 years old, had made multiple firearms purchases in recent weeks, officials said. The suspected shooter, who also died in the incident, used a handgun and a rifle that were legally purchased, a law enforcement official said. This is the most devastating day in the history of Virginia Beach. Virginia Beach Mayor Bobby Dyer said. The shooting began shortly after 4 p.m. in the building that houses the city's public works and public utilities offices. Virginia Beach Police Chief James Cervera said the gunman was a public utilities employee, he said. He immediately began to indiscriminately fire upon the victims. The chief said the police officers confronted the man and returned fire. One officer was shot and struck in his protective vest. He was saved by his vest. The Federal Bureau of Investigation of Virginia State Police are insisting in the investigation. So, there's not a lot of information on him in terms of, it says DeWayne Craddock, a public utilities worker whose name frequently appeared on city notices, was named as the mass shooter who opened fire at Virginia Beach Municipal Center, leaving behind multiple victims, 12 of whom have died in the nation's latest horrific active shooter event. I don't know what they mean by that, if that's just because that's part of his routine job, when they say that a former public utilities worker whose name frequently appeared on city notices. Because of just the routine day-to-day doing his job, or if that's something else. I really don't know. So the Wall Street Journal reported that Craddock was the shooter. Heavy.com also confirmed the name through police scanner audio. Officers named DeWayne Craddock as the shooter to dispatchers early on in their response. The scene inside Building 2 was a frightening one. Police scanner traffic chronicled how officers rushed to rescue victims, including at least one shot in the face. Oh my gosh. Found survivors hiding throughout the complex and worked to neutralize the suspect, who was still firing through a door. You can watch the latest police press conference here. It says he was initially, not deterred by them firing at him, Craddock of Virginia Beach was a 40-year-old, according to online records, is now dead. He was shot by police. The victims' names have not yet been released. The wounded survivors' conditions were not released either. When they are, Heavy will write a tribute article that describes their lives. Reporter Gordon Rago quoted civil engineer Arthur Felton as saying, "I never thought this would happen in my building. The people who were shot, I'm sure I know most of them. Initially, the chief said there were 11 deceased victims, but he later said another person had died. Information technology planning and a printing operation and utilities are housed in Building 2, and it has the potential of having 400 workers there," said the chief. One account described how shots were being fired in the public utilities area when a supervisor came in and told workers this isn't a drill, so they ran and hid in a room. DeWayne Craddock fired indiscriminately at the victims, police say, and some reports say he was fired. NBC 12 describes the suspect as a disgruntled employee. The police chief painted a disturbing scene of Craddock entering the municipal center and randomly shooting people. Law enforcement response was quick, but initially that didn't deter Craddock. A Virginia Beach police officer was shot and saved by his vest. A longtime public utilities employee entered and began to indiscriminately fire on all victims. So there's not a lot of information. DeWayne Craddock's employment status is confirmed by numerous city notices listing him as a public works contact person. Some people on Twitter were sharing information about the shooter's political affiliation. However, the credible source on that requires a partial Social Security number, so it could not be confirmed. There is no evidence of a political motive. In July 2018, the city of Virginia Beach published an article that suggested people contact DeWayne Craddock with Virginia Beach Public Utilities. The article was about utility work affecting local traffic. Active shooter. I have no idea what that's about. Utility work to affect multiple roads in Virginia Beach. Parliament Drive, July 12th to 13th. Public utilities will be conducting utility work on multiple roads in Virginia Beach. For more information, contact DeWayne Craddock with Virginia Beach Utilities. I don't think that has any significance whatsoever. That's just a part of his job. You know, and his name just comes up in a search when they are looking for anything that brings up his name, I think. So that's all that's known for him right now. You know, I mean, this literally came out minutes ago. So, but that's the only photo I know of him. I'll look quickly, but I also don't want to bring up photos of other people that have that same name. Nothing. It says DeWayne Craddock pictures, but there's no pictures. All right, well, that's the story there for now. As soon as I know a little bit more, I will make an updated video. This seems to be the only photo of him out there. All right, thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below. I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.